You might have noticed that I've been talking a lot about your career, your ideal career. Well, that's something that I work with, that I help you do here at Be Rich Consulting. But I'm talking about that because we're gearing up towards graduation season. In fact, for some people, graduation season has already started. You may know someone that has already graduated from their college. And you'll probably know someone that's about to graduate from high school. So when we start to graduate, when we get to that point and we finish all this education, what comes next? Finding a job. A job is the next thing on our list. It's the next thing on our mind. Some people like to go take some time off before they find a job, assuming that they have money and time to do that. But most of us are looking for a job. We want income. We want money. We want to be able to expand our lives and start doing things. Start doing things that we told our parents that we were going to do when we grew up. So how do you find a job? What do you look for in a job? Well, one of the things that a lot of people do is they start looking at industries. And they say, okay, well, I like math and finance, so maybe I will go into the finance industry. Here's something that's really interesting, though. Maybe you are good at math and finance, but there are opportunities all over to engage in finance. What if you owned your own business? You could be a tutor, or you could be a clown. Both of those things, because it's in the space of owning your own business, can gear towards someone that likes math and finance. What are your other interests? What are other things that you enjoy? What are other things that you do that make you happy? That's how you're going to find whether or not being a tutor or a clown or somewhere in between is your cup of tea. So when you start thinking about finding a job, there are 3 aspects that help you find a job. Number 1, networking. Did you know that 70 to 80% of jobs aren't even posted? They're not even listed. You do not have a chance of getting that job unless you know someone in that business, in that industry. You don't even stand a chance at it. So networking is extremely important. That's about 30% of finding a job. The other 30% is being good at it. Skills. Yeah, so if I don't have the skills, I'm not going to get the job. 30% networking, 30% skills. The other 30% is opportunity. Just because you're networking with someone, just because you've got the skills to do something, doesn't mean you're going to find a job for it. Why? Because sometimes those jobs are not available. They're just simply not. So if you're going after a specific job and you're not going to bend or change your thoughts because you want something specifically, then you're going to have to either rise to the top, you're going to have to work harder, you're going to have to be better. But if you're looking for what opportunities are out there and you're willing to mold yourself to that opportunity, then you're going to do just great in finding yourself a job. Opportunity is actually number 1 above networking, above skills. When the opportunity arises, you can find your skills if the opportunity is great enough, if your networking power is strong enough. Or when the opportunity arises, you can go out there and find someone and network to increase your chances of finding a job. But without opportunity, that job just isn't going to happen. The other 10% is just plain old hard work. Working hard to find a job is extremely important. This requires work. This requires work. And this requires work. That's 70% of all of your job opportunities require work. Opportunity does come. Chances happen. But if you're not doing the work, if you're not doing the 70%, then you're going to fail. You're not going to find the job that you want. Here's the good news though. If you're taking advantage of all of the opportunities that come to you, you will find meaningful employment. My rule of thumb is do the job that you want, not the job that you were hired for. I'm Brett Rich with Be Rich Consulting, and I'm wishing you a happy job hunting.